Hello, 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 everybody. Glad to have all of you here. Let me take down this iconic intro. You see the virtual tour background, you hear the virtual tour music, and then there is, whoop, wait a minute. There's me. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. We are live on tour. So let's get this review started. There's a lot going on in this episode. Okay, this is just episode 3. So we're going to get started with Debbie. Lord Jesus. So Debbie is 67 and she lives in Georgia. So her son Julian is taking Debbie to the grocery store. And by the way, can I just say this is a good son to a mama because listen, I would be doing the exact same thing. And as they were driving to the grocery store, y'all, in the middle of the car, I see wrap snacks. I'm like, you know what? I can hang. I can hang with these people right here. I can hang. So Debbie went on a dating site and she met this guy named Russ. And the son, being a son, asked for the name, day of birth, and social security number. I'm like, good Lord Jesus, you a little too much in your mama's business. But in the same token, though, like after your 67-year-old mama tried to marry a 24-year-old from Morocco, I would be a little on edge too. I would just be a little bit on edge as well. So Russ does live locally. Russ is 60 years old and he lives in Covington, Georgia. But Debbie lied about her age. Yeah, Debbie lied about her age. We know that she is 67, but she lied and said her age was 57 because, ageism is a thing. And honestly, like, I got, but also, too, like, you're not the only 67-year-old in the world that's trying to find love. Like, even your son said that. So I understood it, but also, too, like, listen, there is somebody out there for everybody. And I never understood that because I'm like, really? You really think that? And there really is somebody out there for everybody. So Raya is helping Debbie getting ready for her date, and she wanted to do a traditional date, but she is going mini golfing instead. Now, here's the thing: I think the first date can be fun. You know what I mean? If you're going out somewhere, you're sitting down and eating. Depending on the vibe, sometimes you want to be able to have a good time. I'll never forget Lester, who was a fellow collaborator in the Onyx collab. He talked about him and his wife going to Dave and Buster's, right? And so neither of them, well, Lester, he liked Dave and Buster's, but his wife did. So they just left Dave and Buster's and went somewhere else. So it really does depend on the person that you're with and the vibe. But yeah, I just thought mini golfing isn't bad. It's fun. You can flirt a little bit. You can hold her around her waist and swing the ball, and all that type of stuff, right? But Russ loves the outfit though. So she had this silver jacket on with these silver boots, and let me tell you something. The outfit was rocking. I definitely will have to say that. So that is Debbie. So Debbie had a good time. So Tim. So for those of you who don't know, Tim and Vanessa used to date, and now they no longer date, but they are best friends. Very strange dynamic, especially when you're trying to date someone new. So the last episode, Tim met Louisa, which he talked to her for about 3 years on social media. And so, Tim and Louisa had a good conversation about movies and cuddling and things like that. And so Tim asked Louisa out on a date. So guess what they decided to do? they decided to go play croquet. Now, I've never played croquet. Um, but I think croquet is all, you know what, let's just look it up because I'm not about to give y'all the wrong definition, but it's kind of like golf, but not real croquet game. Let's see what it is here. Okay. So this is croquet. Let me get up for y'all because seriously, I never played croquet. Well, it's kind of like golf, I guess. So here it is here. Croquet is a sport that involves hitting wooden or plastic balls with a mallet through hoops embedded in a grass playing court. So that is croquet. So kind of like golf, but not really. But interesting choice. Tim said that he thought croquet because nobody will be paying attention or anything. Like, no, that's an engaging date. So Tim loves Latinas. He feels that they're more feminine. He loves the culture. He loves their vibe. And how can I put this? I understand Tim, but also too, I think you should just get to know people for people. I mean, listen, now I love a chocolate sister, Sista. You know what I mean? But also too, I think you do have to get to know like beyond the chocolate, beyond the fire. Who is that person? And how can they make you better? So I felt like, okay, all right. But then again, I talk about BBWs like all day, every day. So I can't really say nothing about Tim, but I just thought that was kind of funny. His ex Veronica is Cuban. So just to give a little context. Louisa has really been waiting for this day and she really likes him. And Tim asked, what are the five things that you need before you get into a relationship? And so Louisa says affectionate. Now, we didn't get to hear the other four things, but my top five things is connection, because if I can't connect with you, I'm not going to care about you. Affection, um, responsibility, time management, and then commitment. I think those are the five for me. Um, I put commitment last because here's the thing, right? It's important to be committed, but if you don't have a connection with somebody, how are you going to make a commitment to them? That's just me. I could be completely wrong. So Louisa says that the date's a 5 out of 10, and so Tim asked what can he do to make this date better. And so, Luisa says that, can you speak some Spanish to me? So Tim asked in Spanish, can we go out on another date together? And I thought this was a really cute moment. You know what I mean? And the thing I do love about 90 Day Fiance is this. You do get to experience other cultures on this show. I mean, 90 Day Fiance combines travel, it combines love, it combines family dynamics, it combines mental health, it combines so much. And sometimes you really do feel like you're all around the world with these group of people. So, Tim, good job on you, sir. So now we get to Natalie. Honestly, I'm pulling for Josh. I really am because Natalie, she's doing the most to me, and she's always been doing the most. So here we go with Josh. So Josh met up with the real estate agent and said that he talked about the financials and that he was a guarantor. So the apartment comes fully furnished. I think it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. But shout out to Josh for doing that. And here's the thing: my mom has always said, never sign up to be anybody's guarantee or cosigner, because if they're not responsible for the payments, then that falls on you. So oh Lord. And not to mention too, I don't think Natalie has her work visa yet, so we don't even know how she can make money. Yeah, sure, she's making money from the show. Mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Excuse me, y'all. 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, as I was saying though, with Natalie, We don't even know if she can work yet, and allegedly per episode it is like $1,500 for the main show. I think you do get paid a little bit more when you get on the spinoff shows, but still, like that's not enough money to cover rent in Los Angeles, California. Let's do that. Let's see how much rent is in Los Angeles, California. Let's see, Los Angeles, California. Okay, so we're looking at type homes, so we're gonna get those off, and we're just gonna do apartments. Let's see, low to high. Okay, it's not what I wanted. Okay, let's try and see apartments. Okay, apartments.com. We're gonna go apartments.com just to see what we got. Okay, so let's do Los Angeles, California. Because what I like to do is show y'all in real time what it is to find a place. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this right now. Let's see here. Hey, Kastori B, good to see you, beautiful. I'm talking 90 Day Fiance. So right now I'm on Josh and Natalie. So Natalie has moved to Los Angeles, California for Josh, which, by the way, y'all, don't move for a person until you have a job for you. Because if you and that person don't work out, then what you gonna do? I mean, really, just a heads up, y'all. Just a heads up. So I'm about to show y'all some apartments in Los Angeles, California right now. Okay, now this is the low end, okay? So you see $590, but you see 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, right? So that's $750 a month. Okay, that's a house for rent. Right here, $775. So this is student living here. Let's look at this. Okay. Let's see here. Is there a way to do pictures? No. Okay, so this is a studio apartment. That's not bad for $775 a month. You get your toilet, shower there. You got your bed there. Little mini office there. Let's see here. So that's not bad. This apartment bathroom. That's not bad. The thing about LA is because everybody is trying to make their dreams come true from there, you gotta hustle. And then you see $800, $875. Then they got apartments that go for like $1,000 like this. And so that's why roommates are so custom. You know, you get 500, I get 500, there's the rent. And listen, I give anybody credit who can get up and go out to LA. Hey, Phyllis, welcome and glad to have you here. I give anybody credit who can get up and go. And my friends have said to me, Braylon, you're so good at what you do. Why don't you go out to LA and make it? I always ask them this one question that shuts them up. Are you going to pay my rent in LA? You going to give me a car for LA? You going to do anything for me in LA? And like, no, I believe in you. Well, listen, I mean, Tinkerbell has pixie dust, but we all know pixie dust is for Disney. It doesn't work in real life because if pixie dust worked, there will be a lot of things changing in my life right now. So, just the words of the wise. And listen, I don't get upset with my friends when they say that. And I know you guys probably don't get upset with your friends either. You probably get upset with your friends because it's just like, I appreciate you believing in me, but we got to think realistically. You know what I mean? So, but, because, yeah, whenever someone says you should go out to LA, it's like, okay, that's great. That's great, but I don't have an agent. So agents cost money. Then I gotta get into the audition. There's a chance I could be rejected. So there's a lot of variables for me being in LA. That's why you work with the variables that you got. Where's Kenny Rogers? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away and be done counting your money sitting at the table. So, with that being said, Josh is the guarantor for Natalie and her mom. Now, personally, I would not have done that because if Natalie does not pay for the bill, then that lands on Josh. And that can mess his credit up. But hey, then again, that's just me. Okay, but Natalie's a very emotional person. A very emotional person. So then Josh meets up with Natalie and her mom, and Josh says he's the luckiest man in the world to be with them tonight. Very sweet, very sweet. So we learn in 10th and 11th grade that Natalie did theater. Did not know that. I mean, we can tell with the dramatics she did some type of theater, but just messing, y'all, just messing. Um, but yeah, I found that was really interesting, and apparently Natalie was a good child growing up, but when she grew up, she's complained more, and Natalie needs a softer tone in a relationship. And Josh apologizes for being at the airport. Excuse me. Here's the thing, right? Josh is a photographer, and he has other things to do. No, it's all good. It is all good. It is all good. Hey, Miss Cheryl H. Tough, welcome and glad to have you here. It's all good. Um, Here's the thing, right, about Josh. He's a photographer. He's got this business. He's got that business. He doesn't have a lot of time, but he's trying to make time. And even though Natalie says that she needs a softer tone in the relationship, here's the thing: you're asking for a softer tone. You have to come softer as a person, because Natalie will go from low to high and high to low. I have those too, but I regulate it though. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with Natalie. I got a feeling this tell-all is gonna be some drama. Um, so we're going to end with Chantel because I have a lot to say about Chantel. Chantel, you're doing the most. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So, Brother John, who lived with Patrick and Thais for a long time, if you don't remember their season, go watch it. It was a chaotic season that season. And so we end up on John getting waxed, and he is cussing up a storm. Now, I've never been waxed. Okay, I'll be real. I'm fine. Okay, I groomed myself just fine. Everything. I've never been waxed, but I do know when they put that, yellow or orange butter, or the orange wax, and they put down the paper and they rub it and they. I know people cuss. I can only imagine the cussing sessions that people have had. There's probably a YouTube channel that waxes people on camera and just tapes their cussing reactions. Probably is a great channel. So, but anyway, so we see John getting waxed. And John, says that he's a procrastinator, he can be a D, and he's laid back. And he was on Coke. And I don't mean Coca-Cola. And he partied and did this and that. So Patrick and Thais have a baby, baby girl, beautiful baby girl, by the way. And so Uncle John is a uncle of a niece. And so, he doesn't really want to deal with responsibility too much. He kind of likes being the uncle, goes in, goes out, does what he wants to do. But that kind of changed because, hey, Nikki News, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Good to see you here. So this kind of changed with Megan. Him and Megan been dating for 5 to 6 months. She's 33 years old from San Antonio, Texas. They've been chatting for 4 months. And so after chatting for 4 months, John went down to San Antonio, Texas to meet with her. So after John got kicked out from Patrick and Thais. John moved in with Matthew, his younger brother, and Carlos is the husband. So we have a gay couple on 90 Day Fiance. That's a very, very big deal. And so Megan has a 4-year old daughter named Rivera. And John is like, I'm not Mr. Responsible, and maybe I need something to make me grow up. And I agree with that. Some of my friends would be like, why are you going after women with kids? I'm like, well, y'all, I'm like 29 and most people have had a life. So what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? So, and honestly, when it comes to a kid, I think that depends on your threshold of tolerance. There was one person that I was trying to see what can be. It didn't work out, sadly. But she has a son. I think he was like 9 or 10, and that was like a comfortable age for me. You know what I mean? And this is the thing too, right? If you are trying to date somebody with kids, do not try to be the super dad or the super mom. Nobody asking you to be. Most people don't know what they will and will not accept until they're in it, right? Because there's some people say, I will never date kids, never do this, never do that. My mom has always said, never say never. And so when that situation happened to me, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be dad. I'm not going to try to replace dad or anything like that. I'm going to be a support for him. And my friends were like, well, how can you be a stepdad to somebody's kid? Well, my stepdad was a dad to me. And so if he could take me on and all of who I am, I was not the best growing up. I've regulated out a lot better. But if he can still love me to this day, then I can love another kid because somebody had to love me. And not everybody is going to have that philosophy. They're not going to have that point of view. They're not going to have that track of thought. But, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, we're all kids that just happen to grow up. So I'm not going to get too emotional with that. But I did want to say that. So, John, if you are going to step up, she's 4 years old. At that point, you have to step up. Either step up or step out. So that's just my take. I hope that made sense to y'all. But yeah. And then finally, Lord help me, we get to Chantel. Now, Chantel. Why, and why? So this is Chantel's third day in Greece, okay? And so, the friends are at the pool and they're talking about, is this guy a Greek salad? So apparently a Greek salad is the definition of a top tier guy in Greece. Okay, I mean, I don't think people in Greece eat salads per se. They're known for their Greek meat and gyros. More than their salads. But hey, that's the term. Okay, that's the term. So Chantel is like, the perfect guy for her is the career, the character, and the cucumber. I'm just like, the career, the character, and the cucumber. So do you want to swallow his cucumber water? Like, what we're doing here? Because I'm just like, the hell? So y'all remember in the last episode, she met up with this guy named Giannis, and he is a football player. Not football, American football, but football player in terms of soccer. So Giannis invites Chantel and her friends out to his place in China. And the place is 4 hours away. Okay? The place is 4 hours away, his city. So they are in the car on the way there. And Mr. Football texts Chantel. And he asks, can you meet me in 1900 hours, which is 7 p.m. So for those of you who don't know, there is a 12-hour version, our version, like, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then there is the 1900-hour clock, right? So they're in the car on the way there to him. It's 5:29 as they're in the car. It's going to take an hour for her to get to the hotel. 5:29, an hour to get to the hotel. That's 6:30, essentially. She only gonna have 30 minutes. So what does she do? What does Chantel do? She gets changed in the car. So they throw the thick friend in the back of the car, and you don't see you don't see the peach juice or the peach, but the peach is there. So she get thrown in the back trying to find an outfit, and so one girl is doing her girl is doing her hair, and the other one's doing the her face for makeup. And then the guy says, "Listen, you can figure out your outfit first, and then you can clean up that cat." And I'm like, not cleaning up cat in the car. Lord help me. So Chantel is wearing this pink outfit, and she gets it done somehow. So Chantel says that she tries to figure out everything about person. And here's the thing, Chantel, I know that it's been 7 years for you with Pedro. This vacation honestly should not have been a vacation for you to find love. It's called 90 Day Fiance, the single life. People want to see your journey being single. Okay, now if you have a menage a trois, if you have a poulet vous ce soir, cream au me, if you have mama said, mama kusa energy, then have at it. Okay, like you said, your cookie's been locked up for a long time, and you want somebody to go in the cookie jar and eat all your cookies. We get it. But then she brings up Romeo and Juliet. I'm just like, you do know they offed each other, right? At the end. You do realize that, right? So I don't think Romeo and Juliet is really romantic because it was the Montagues and the Capulets. So it was two rival families. Okay, so basically the white version of gangs in the black community, in the minority community. Okay. I'm just like, why would you bring up Romeo and Juliet? Just, I don't know why. I don't know why. I sincerely don't know why. So in the preview, John is in San Antonio, Texas. And then Chantel and Giannis meet up. Debbie and Russ are about to get it on because the son, let me bring up the son one more time. The son's name is Julian. So Julian is with his mom, Debbie, at a grocery store. And Debbie is getting things to get it on. And then Veronica brings out Tim to meet Jamal, Kimberly's son. So that is your preview, y'all, of the next episode. So at this point, we're just gonna do hot topics. Type of one in the chat if y'all are down for hot topics, because that was the review. That's it. I mean, it was a decent episode. We'll see what happens in the next one. I still feel bad for Teray and Tiffany, because I mean, man, to be talking to, you think a beautiful girl and then turns out to be a man for all that time, and then you get ghosted after it's your first time dating in a while in person. Yeah, that can hurt. That can hurt. So I'm still pulling for Teray. I am. Because he seems like a good dude. He kind of reminds me of me a little bit shy, a little bit awkward, a little bit out of place. But there is a woman out there for him, so I'm pulling for him as well. But yeah. Oh my Lord, hang on. Let me get my glasses adjusted. Oh my Lord. So y'all want hot topics? Yes or no? Do y'all want hot topics? Because I am here. I do have hot topics. I've been sending them to myself like all day long, y'all. Like, that's one thing that I definitely do when it comes to what's going on in the world. If I see something that I think is interesting. So yes to hot topics. Okay. Let me get them queued up for y'all. Let me get them queued up for y'all. Let me get them queued up here. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. One momento. Okay, let's see. Okay. It's a lot of hot topics coming, y'all. So give me some time. Excuse me. Hopefully y'all are doing all right tonight. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that too. Oh good lord. Okay. I think that's all the topics that I got for y'all. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So y'all ready to go with hot topics? Because I got them for y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot of hot topics, but let's see here. So this is some news here from Travis Kelsey, Jason Kelsey. He tells his teammates that he's retired from the NFL after 13 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles. Jason Kelsey is reportedly stepping away from playing football. The NFL and ESPN both cited sources who say that the Philadelphia Eagles center 36 played his final game on Monday night. Sources told ESPN that Kelsey announced to his teammates in the locker room after they lost to the Tampa Buccaneers 32-9 in a wild card playoff game that he intends to retire. While Kelsey declined interviews with the media in the locker room, no guys, not today, he said. Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni didn't shy away from talking about his affection for the player who spent all 13 seasons of his career in Philadelphia. I love him, Nick Sirianni said per ESPN. He is special. He's special, and I love him. He's one of the most special guys I've been around. He's always got a place here. As he stood on the sidelines during Monday night's game, Kelsey was visibly emotional as he watched the Eagles for the last time as a member of the team. Um, First of all, to play in the Super Bowl against your own brother, which I don't know if that's ever happened before. That's such a huge deal, right? And y'all remember the mom, how she was very neutral. She had on a jersey that had one side, the Eagles, and the other side for the Kansas City Chiefs. So it was both. And that's what mama is supposed to do. You know what I mean? So after you do that, after being in 13 seasons, that's a lot of years. And Michael Strahan made this crossroads. Tom Brady almost unretired again. And I still believe that's the reason why he lost his wife, because his wife was like, "Can you just please retire? Because for one, I don't want to lose you." And he kept playing football, and guess what? Lost out on Giselle. I mean, Giselle was a real ride or die woman. And I think Tom Brady regrets that every single day because he allowed his career to dictate his life. But that's neither here nor there. But to be in for 13 seasons, basically 13 years in the game, that's over a decade. And I've never played in the NFL, nor am I. Hello, y'all see my build. I'm not built for the NFL. Um, but imagine you retiring and that's your last game. Not so much for the score, but you're thinking about the last hit that you're going to make. And you looking up at that scoreboard and you're looking around at 60,000 fans screaming your name. And then, what do you do after that? What is life like? Not everybody, has a $370 million contract like Tom Brady go to Fox Sports. Yes, he has a $300 million contract waiting for him at Fox Sports. So I really felt for him. You know what I mean? And some more quotes here. Perhaps the NFL's best center by the league itself, Kelsey had a remarkable 13-year career with achievements, including the Eagles' 2017 Super Bowl win, 5 All-Pro appearances, and 7 Pro Bowl appearances. He most recently made a Super Bowl appearance as the Eagles squared up against the Kansas City Chiefs. And Kelsey made history as he played against his brother, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelsey. Quarterback Jalen Hurts told reports after Monday's game that Kelsey is a legend in the city and really in the league, and he will forever have a special place in his heart. I don't want to do a disservice to him and the things he's been able to do and overcome. His journey to where he is now didn't come easy. It's been a long, long time coming for him, and every year since I've been here, it's been, are you going to come back? Hurts said. Fellow offensive lineman Lane Johnson reiterated similar notion to reports. I love him. He's one of the best to ever play the game. Right, the right tackle said per the outlet, the things he can do on the football field are athletically. I don't think we'll see another one like him for a long time. Over the course of Kelsey's impressive 13 years in the league, which began as a 6th-round pick by Andy Reid in 2013, he suffered several serious injuries too. In 2012, he tore his MCL and suffered a partial tear to his ACL. In 2018, he played through the season with a grade 2 MCL sprain and injuries to his foot, elbow, and shoulder, according to Crossing Broad's report at the time. In his Amazon Prime documentary, Kelsey, filmed during the 2022 season, every logical thing is telling me I should stop playing football. I got to tear my body apart. The film documented his deliberation over whether or not to play this season following the Eagles' Super Bowl run last year. It's getting harder and harder to play. There have been little things that are not yet big things, but they're going to turn into big things the longer I play. He was also candid about his concerns as a father to 3 young daughters, Wyatt 4, Elliot 2, and Bennett 11 months. Oh, wow. And there's the family there, a very young family. Oh, he's just getting started. I am fearful about the impacts of playing football going to mean long term. Shared an emotional scene with retired Eagles player Connor Baldwin. I have 2 girls, and some people end up getting CTE, and some guys live long, healthy lives. I don't know what's going to happen. His wife, Kylie Kelsey, said in the documentary that he's been telling her he'll retire for years and opened up about her perspective on the decision. Always tell people, no matter what happens with football, how it ends, I would like for him to retire when he's able to get down the floor and play for our kids comfortably. Ultimately, he decided to return for at least one more year and sign a 1-year contract. He announced the news in March 2023 after the disappointing Super Bowl loss. I put much thought whether it makes sense to play another season, he wrote in a post on Twitter. Nobody calls it X, it's called Twitter. Good damn, people. Listen, after talking it over with my wife and many other friends and family, I've decided to return for another year. Thank you to all my supporters and detractors for fueling me. I ain't fucking done yet. So I feel for him. I feel for him. And to Jason Kelsey, just know that there is more on the other side, brother. I know that your first Thursday night is gonna feel really off. Your first Sunday is gonna feel off. Your first Monday is gonna feel off. But think about the possibilities of what you'll be able to do on a Thursday night, on a Monday night, or a Sunday night. Hey, listen. You and your wife might be playing Thursday night football in the house. Tackle down, set hut. Listen, let eagles fly in the bedroom. Now let me stop. But no, I feel for this brother. I totally understand. Having kids that young, 11 months, 4 years old, and I think a 1-year-old. Yeah, he did the right thing. He did the right thing, and of course, even though he may not, let me make sure I got the ages right because I don't want to mess up the age. Yeah, Wyatt 4, Elliot 2, and Bennett 11 months. Even though he won't be playing as a Philadelphia Eagle, that doesn't mean that he won't ever come back, for like special appearances and stuff. And he probably, can go to the locker room and hang out with the guys and be in the suite and all that type of stuff. So, but I got a feeling he'll be fine. So shout out to Jason Kelsey for being in the NFL for 13 seasons. That's a long damn time for sure. All right. More hot topics on the way for y'all now. This next story, y'all, I could not believe this story. Could not believe this story, okay? Y'all see it. Here we go.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This is the season of revelation. Mississippi, you're up. Senior Pastor Ricky Scott from the East St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church in Abbeville, Mississippi, is being accused of adultery with allegedly multiple women in his congregation. Unfortunately, his acts of adultery came to a head last Sunday when the alleged mistress, a woman who identifies herself as Yolanda Beavers, showed up at the church to confront the couple. And according to the reports, she even attempted to fight this man's wife twice while she was there. Take a look. This is his wife's response to the situation that her husband, who was supposed to be her provider and protector, put her in.
Yes, you have a pastor. Because we have this saying in our hearts and in our minds that he's supposed to be the example for the church, right? He's supposed to be perfect for the church because his knowledge of the scripture tells us that don't follow, right? But that's not true. God said all have fallen short. All have fallen short of his glory. Nobody is perfect. We don't know what God has for us, but we know that we're going to try to do it together.
As of today, it is reported that after all their protest and using the Bible to excuse their actions, both of them, none of that worked because the deacon board did their job and voted to terminate him as their pastor. So now, as they say, he can cheat in peace. And they all can be one big happy family, husband, wife, mistress, and the new baby, along with his 4 other children, allegedly. It's becoming clearer and clearer that these men that claim to be called by God to be leaders of the flock were only called by themselves for access to the church's funds and parishioners. And what's even more sad in all of this, there were children present who saw all this unfold. And now we have another generation of people being raised with men like these as examples. Do you all agree that this man should be fired or removed from the church for his actions? And as far as his wife, should she file for a divorce and move on with her life, or do as the vows suggest and hang in there for better or worse? Because we all know it's going to get worse. I suggest that Mrs. Scott head to the nearest clinic to get tested. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you haven't already, remember to like the video and subscribe. Also, turn on your notification bell and please watch when you're notified. I'd really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.
All I ask is to ask one question. All I ask, they won't let me ask my one question because they know I'm telling the truth. And the police can't come on private property and ask me to leave if I'm not doing nothing to nobody. The church will witness. I'm the pastor of the church and have not done nothing to nobody. I'm the pastor of the church and have not done no. Because I have not done nothing. I am the pastor. I'm the pastor of the church. And if they can't do that, I haven't done anything. I'm the pastor. Okay, come on, I'll talk to you. Come on. I'll be back.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like, okay. There's a lot to talk about. By the way, shout out to D Watts for that. Oh my God. Now listen. I know that, on the first Sunday, you take the bread of the broken body and you drink the blood of Jesus, which is grape juice, down your throat. And I know when you baptize somebody, now that we don't know, we do not know that. Um, and the fact that his name was Scott just said a lot, didn't it? Um, okay, so this is in Abbeville, Mississippi. This is in Abbeville, Mississippi. Um, oh my Lord, just like I said, I know the grape juice, the blood of Jesus, is supposed to be taken down the throat, and the bread of the broken body is supposed to be eaten in your mouth and down your throat. And I know that holy oil is supposed to bless things, and the baptism pool is supposed to cleanse you. But it did not say go wade in the water with the thick chick in the baptism pool. It did not say rub oil all over her body. It did not say take down her water park down your throat in Jesus' name. It didn't say none of that. It said this ain't my fault. This person did this, okay? Not D Watts, but this person here, Rick Scott, did this, okay? So this is not my fault. So y'all don't come for me. Y'all don't come for me, okay? Please don't come for me. All right? Look. I think what got to me too was the fact of the wife just trying to defend this behavior of we have all fallen short. Well, he didn't fall short. He fell long, strong, and hard, miss, because there was a mistress in your church with a whole child. He didn't fall short. He came through hard. You understand? He came through long. Okay, like a super soaker. One of those 90 ones, not today's super soakers. So what are y'all thoughts on this? Put it in the chat. We're live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have all you here. We did the review of 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, season 4, episode 3 earlier, and now we're just doing hot topics. This is not my fault. This, you know what? Let me show y'all who fault it is. Let me show y'all who fault it is, okay? Pastor Ricky Scott of East St. Peter Missionary Baptist Church in Abbeville, Mississippi. This is his damn fault. I did nothing, Yolanda Cameron, okay? Listen. I have done nothing here, okay? I've done nothing. Now, Chit Chat calls me pastor because of my voice and how I carry myself and, the wisdom I have. Listen, I want a thick girl Sunday at church, so there's no way in hell I can be a bishop or a pastor. So listen, okay? So this is not... See, this is Pastor Ricky Scott's fault. This is not my fault, okay? I am not the one who procreated with somebody in my church and then have the mistress come to the church. I did not do this. That was Pastor Ricky Scott. Y'all, I'm not, you know what? If I'm going to the damn corner, I'm going to show y'all what's in my damn corner, okay? I'm going to show y'all what's in my corner because y'all not going to do this to me. We're not doing this. Give me one moment because I'm going to show y'all what's in my damn corner, okay? I'm going to show y'all what's in my corner, all right? Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Because this right here, okay? Just going to be real with y'all. This right here is what's in my corner, okay?
It's time to sleep next level on the Sleep Number Climate.
That's in my corner. Yes, it's a Climate 360 smart bed.
Actively cools,
warms,
and effortlessly responds to help relieve
effortlessly responds to my body, okay? So I am comfortable in my corner, okay?
Our smart bed cools and warms, so you can share a bed for up to 44 minutes more restful sleep per night.
Yes, I'm getting 44 minutes of comfort.
Sleepnumber.com.
Yes, I'm going to sleep next level in my damn corner. Thank you so much, Sleep Number bed, for providing my bed, my Climate 360 smart bed. I appreciate y'all so damn much. Listen, I am in my very nice corner in my Climate 360 smart bed from Sleep Number. I am not going to be in some damn cold chair like Paulette Scott. I am in a bed because I still got work to do. Okay, I still got hot topics to go through. By the way, love you, Paulette. If you see this, it's all love. It's all love. We are corner buddies at the Gossip Girls. I have a bed, and I have been approved to have a bed because I don't act a fool too damn much in the corner. I just have a job to do, so I have to act a fool sometimes. Anyway, let's roll on. We're live on Tori. Oh, all right. Ooh. The only thing I can think, the only thing I can think is Uncle Curry's prayer, for two legs, two thighs, two wings, and two breasts. Thank you for chicken. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all remember that prayer from the House of Pain? Is there anybody here that can stand here and testify? You don't use no Frank's Red Hot. You use some Louisiana damn hot sauce. And if you're going to get some biscuits, damn it, you better get some KFC biscuits because that Popeyes biscuit will make your mouth dry where you can't get nothing wet. Can I get a witness from the congregation that understands that a jalapeno pepper is the key to the meal being a good meal? Amen, somebody? This is y'all fault. This is y'all damn fault. See, I have done nothing. Okay, I've been minding my own damn business over here on YouTube. Okay, I do nothing on YouTube or nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. All right, let's transition. Let's transition here. Okay, we're gonna try. See, this is why I would be the MC of a church because everybody asks me, Bray, what would you do if you worked at a church? I'll be the MC. I would absolutely be the MC, ladies and gentlemen. The open auditions for the praise dances will be next Sunday, and yes, I will be a judge. Come thick or don't come at all. Braylon, we did ask you to say that. Well, hell, that's a requirement. Well, when did we make you a judge? Right now you gave me the microphone to make announcements, and you said, declare it in Jesus' name. So in Jesus' name, I'm a judge. You see that? God already ordained me. You see that? You see that? I am ordained already. Don't make no damn sense. This damn show I do, Lord help. Lord help. But no, I really would be the MC because sometimes people can run long, you know what I mean? So you can have somebody say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the bishop and the first lady. All right, it's time for offerings. You can do church and that. So being an MC at a church is a very important job. It's a very important job. And I would gladly do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And would I actually make that announcement of come thick or don't come at all? Would I actually say that in the church house? My mind is telling me no, but the soul that the Lord gave me would tell me to say yes to that. But also, too, I recognize that kids are in the room. And I know one of them is going to be really smart and be like, why does she have to come thick? Now, hopefully there's not a dumb behind that. That's like, well, son, you know how they said, given shall be given unto you, good measure, shaken down, run together, men will give into your bosom. The bosom has to be overflowing for blessings to overflow. Sir, shut your mouth. Shut your damn mouth. You see, we see each other. We see each other. We see each other. Oh, so what's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, I married you, Dan. Your blessings weren't overflowing, but yeah, I still love you. Okay, let's roll on. Let's roll. We don't need no divorce on a Sunday morning. We do not need no damn divorce. Let's roll on. But okay, let's roll on, y'all, because I'll be here all night. Okay, this next story. This next story, y'all. Lord help me. This next story, y'all. P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs has withdrawn all of his allegations in his lawsuit against Diago after accusing Spirits brand giant neglected his brand deals due to race. Excuse me. Combs dismissed the lawsuit after previously suing Diago in May 2023. In a joint statement with the Spirits Giant shared with DailyMail.com, he has withdrawn all of his allegations. He has previously accused Diago of neglecting his marketing partnerships with brands De Leon Tequila and Ciroc Vodka due to race. It says here, Sean Diddy Combs has ended his lawsuit as well as business relationship with alcohol beverage giant Diageo, with both parties withdrawing their suits over the brands he was previously marketing. The 54-year-old rapper sued the British brand last year, accusing them of neglecting his marketing partnerships with brands De Leon Tequila and Ciroc due to racism, and has now agreed to resolve all disputes. Diago denied his claims, all which Diddy has now rescinded, according to a statement shared with DailyMail.com. It's been reported that the case is over, as Diddy has dismissed the lawsuit, suggesting that both sides has reached a settlement. The Bad Boys founder, who is reportedly skipping the 2024 Grammys, we talked about that yesterday. And by the way, I do want to mention something. So we talked about the polyamorous dating show yesterday, but because I played the clip, I had to cut it out because YouTube was not allowing you guys to see it. So if you go back and watch it, it's not there. Okay, it's not there at all. And I hate that because I feel like with these networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, the CW, Netflix, Hulu, Max, all of these big media companies, if you put a clip on YouTube as a preview to a show, at that point, it should be for free use and public use. Do you not want people to see your show? Because actually the show looked really good, couple of thruple, but I had to cut it out. So that's why you didn't see it, okay? Because I know we talked about that yesterday. But anyway, back to this, because we talked about this yesterday with PD, not going to the Grammys due to the sexual assault allegations and lawsuits, was previously seeking billions in damages. That's De Leon Tequila there. Let's see. Sean Combs and Diago have now agreed to resolve all disputes between them. The joint statement read, Mr. Combs have withdrawn all of his allegations about Diago and will voluntarily dismiss his lawsuits against Diago with prejudice. It stated, Diago and Mr. Combs have no ongoing business relationship, either with respect to Ciroc Vodka or De Leon Tequila, which now Diago solely owns. Diago was previously noted that they previously tried to resolve the issue privately before Diddy served them with a lawsuit. In May of 2023, Combs filed a lawsuit in the New York Supreme Court alleging that Diago North America, star of Combs' brand partnership with Ciroc Vodka and De Leon Tequila of resources. He alleged that Diago leadership told him his race was one of the reasons it was limited distribution to urban neighborhoods. He was also told that some Diago leaders resented him for making too much money, according to the lawsuit. Combs had been associated with the London-based company since 2007 when it approached him about Ciroc. I had Ciroc vodka before. That is some of the nastiest vodka I have ever tasted. I mean, it tastes like alcohol. Like it's not good alcohol. So this is a clip from y'all know who. I'm not playing it because I am not trying to get copy struck or nothing. Okay. The alcohol beverage giant now owns more than 200 brands, including Guinness and Tanqueray. The resolution comes after Diddy reached a settlement with Cassie after his ex sued him for sexual and physical abuse during their past decades-long relationship. His $1 billion empire continues to face risk of crumbling as 3 other women sued him for sexual assault, rape, and abuse back in November. He has vehemently denied all claims and is also choosing to skip 2024 Grammys due to the severity of the allegations. So the Grammys have sent out all the invitations. If you're a nominee, you do get invited to the Grammys. Um, so the invitation was sent out to him, but he voluntarily said, "I'm not going." That probably was the best move because guess what? The number one question would be, did he? What are you going to do with these allegations? Is it true? Is it not true? The machine will roll. Okay, so that's probably what's going on. Hey, love, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, I mean, listen, I think Ciroc and Diago. Let's go with Diago.com. Sorry, y'all. So let's go Diago.com so y'all can see their brand portfolio because they do have a lot of different spirits in beer. So let me get that up for y'all. Okay. Oh, hang on 1 second. Okay, come on now. 29 years old, like this. I'm just trying to see something. Okay. There we go. All right, let me get it up for y'all here. Yeah, it's best for him not to attend. I wonder if Young Miami's going to the Grammys. I wonder if she's going. Because honestly, if she is going, I think it will be only fair to ask her what she thinks of everything. So we'll see if Young Miami will go. But here is their brands here. So they got Scott Whiskey, they got other whiskey, vodka, tequila, gin, rum, liquors, liqueurs, beer, wine, and no low alcohol. Some. They got Casamigos as well. Let's go to tequila. De Leon tequila, and they also have Don Julio. So this was De Leon tequila. Okay, hang on. All right, let me get it back up here. Hopefully y'all are doing well tonight. Glad to have y'all here. We're just chilling, doing some hot topics. Okay. So this is the collection here. So they have Blanco. It's basically the 3 standard ones. Fresh citrus and crisp agave. Warm brown spice and vanilla finishing with unparalleled smoothness. Opens up with rich complexity driven by notes of coconut, fresh citrus, and a hint of lime. So you have Blanco, that's the original. Then you have Reposado, cinnamon and butterscotch, refined layers of spice with dry fruit and touch of red berries, finished smooth vanilla, hint of clove. And then you have Anejo, honeyed agave and baking spice. Tastes rich caramel balanced with toasted oak with subtle dry fruit. Soft and silky layers with layers of toasted vanilla beans. So that's Diaco tequila. Now, does that mean another celebrity could come in and that sounds like a good time. Now, could other celebrities come in and be the face of De Leon tequila and Ciroc? Absolutely. And the money is right, and the accessibility of how they can diversify themselves with the brand. Absolutely, I wouldn't be surprised if Diago wouldn't be open to that promotion. So I think Kevin Hart has a tequila. Dwayne The Rock Johnson has a tequila. Kylie Jenner has a tequila. Even though I think she stole it from somebody, allegedly. But that is that there. Let me see what else here. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me type this in. Because, y'all, this story right here. Mm. All right. So I'm going to give y'all the context here. I'm going to give you the context. Okay. And this story is just wild. So R. Kelly. So R. Kelly is back in the news. Okay. R. Kelly said he had no idea he was being sued for allegedly trying to prevent the viewing of his docuseries Surviving R. Kelly. According to TMZ, the 6 women who were victimized by the jailed R&B singer were approximately awarded $10.5 million in damages. In August, the judgment stemmed from an incident that took place back in December 2018, in which the women claimed that R. Kelly and his former manager, Donnell Russell, were responsible for disrupting a private New York City screening event about the well-talked about series Surviving R. Kelly by A&E Lifetime. As you recall, the series focused on R. Kelly's alleged victims who claim to have been sexually abused by the Chicago native. In the lawsuit, Donald Russell and Kelly are accused of calling in a outing threat at the theater, which led to the event getting canceled. However, according to the new legal documents, the 57-year-old musician said he had no knowledge of the pending lawsuit, claiming it's hard for him to keep up with his various legal troubles as he does his 30-year sentence behind bars for child P and sex trafficking. He also said that he often switched defense teams in and out. Kelly alleged that he would defend himself against the suit had he been made aware. However, he noted he would still need legal assistance from his lawyers in order to be able to comprehend legal paperwork. In addition, Kelly said he had no clue Donnell Russell was planning on sabotaging the condemned screening, and if he did, then he did that for his own reasons, allegedly. So, so then he responded. This is an exclusive. R. Kelly pushes back against $10.5 million lawsuit. I'm not responsible. So R. Kelly is firing back against a huge judgment leveled against him in a lawsuit involving women who claimed they were victimized by him. He didn't know about the. He says he didn't know about the lawsuit and he shouldn't be held accountable. According to the new legal documents obtained by TMZ, Kelly claims that he would defend himself against the lawsuit if he knew about the darn thing. The disgraced singer claims his head is already spinning over his various criminal cases and prosecutions. And he's been sued so many times lately. He can hardly keep up with all. He can hardly keep up with all from his prison cell in North Carolina. Kelly also claims that he shuffled legal teams since being locked up. And he says this lawsuit must have slipped through the cracks and must not have been delivered to him behind bars at all. Even if the lawsuit had been received, Kelly says he wouldn't have been able to understand or distinguish it from any other legal documents. He says he relies on his lawyers to explain things to him because I cannot read or understand words beyond that of a grade schooler. What's more, Kelly claims that Donnell was never his manager, and as the lawsuit claimed that he had no idea that Russell was trying to stop the surviving screening. Kelly says that he didn't ask Donald to do so and says if Donald did make a mass outing threat to stop the screening, he did that for his own reasons. There still is a question the woman will see a dime of the $10.5 million judgment, but it's clear that Kelly doesn't think he's responsible for this one. Well, I mean, listen. At the beginning, middle, end of the day, you already are serving a 30-year sentence for what you've done. So, like, and I don't think it would be out the way because if you guys watched the documentary, y'all heard the links he would go to just to have control. So I wouldn't be surprised if he put that out. Okay. All right, so this next story, y'all, this was quite interesting here. Let me get this next story up as well. Okay. So here we go with this one from TMZ Hip Hop. Snoop Dogg smokeless ad flops for company CEO ban chip. So y'all remember when Snoop Dogg said he was giving up the smoke? Y'all remember that? Everybody thought it was for weed. It was for a smokeless fire pit. Snoop Dogg's ad for smokeless fire pit solely won the internet last year, but the company that hired him says they won nada and their fourth quarter tanked as a result. Solo Stove, the company behind the clever spot that teased the end of Snoop's days, Blazing fired its CEO after it fell short of its 520 to 540 million yearly revenue stream. Sounds like they were really begging on Snoop to save their asses. Excuse me. So here is the ad, y'all.
I have an announcement. I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. Done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. I'm going smokeless. Solo Stove fix fire. They take out the smoke. Clever.
Let me tell you, it's that was such a clean commercial I saw because I'm like, wait a minute, Snoop Dogg ain't giving up no smoke. And there we go. The outgoing CEO, John Morris, tells today that Snoop brought them 60,000 new followers. Listen, that is more than most people like myself who just got 1,000 on Instagram. So that's a win to me, but a win is in the eye of the beholder too. After his spot dropped, and Dash showed that the ranked ad high with just a few weeks to live in the public eye. Right here, this was November 16, 2023. After much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time. 2024 projections have been adjusted for Solo Stove. The incoming CEO only has to clear 490 to 500 million, which probably will be coming from rap fans as they were entertained by the DOGG and nothing else. Snoop also on board to cover the 2024 Summer Olympics for NBC. You gotta wonder what's going to happen to the executives when he earns higher ratings than the games. Well, I mean, it says here we'll know soon, we suppose. Okay, so let's see here, right? Let's go to Solo Stove on Instagram. Okay. Come on. All right, so here it is here, 429,000 followers, right? And here's the ad one more time. Well, that's the view of the stove, right? So that's the view of the stove, and we'll watch the ad one more time.
I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. Done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. I'm going smokeless. Solo Stove fix fire. They take out the smoke. Clever.
Now, personally, what I would have done with, not that it was corny, Lord help. So listen, if I was Solo Stove, right, I would have the Solo Stove content house, right? So, y'all want to indulge me for a little bit? Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's have some fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. So we're going to go to Los Angeles, California for this. And we're going to find a home. Gotcha, ass. Okay. Homes. Okay. So we're going to apply, right? We're going to apply. So we're going to go from high to low, okay? So let's just say, right? Let's go with this house right here. Okay. So Solo Stove, I'm going to show you how you make back your money, okay? So this is a 5-bedroom, 6-bath house for $9,500,000. Not too bad. Not too bad, right? It's in Beverly Hills, California. So very nice home. You see all that right there. Now, you buy this home, you do it as a tax write-off, and you make this a investment for your company. And guess what? In the backyard, watch me now, watch me now. Y'all see the closet, very nice closet. See the game room and everything. Now, right there, watch me now. Watch me now, okay? So, what you do with that home right, what you do with this right here is you put the solo stove where that is. Oh my God. At the solo stove content house, you can bring content creators to have conversations around the solo stove about how they are going solo in their single life, going solo in their entrepreneurship. Do you get the picture a little bit? Then you can have the solo cave podcast. You make a man cave, you make a chill cave, whatever. And guess what? You put a stove in there and you have heated conversations. Like, guys, you just got to flip it. That's all I'm saying. You just got to flip it and make it work for you. That's it. And not to mention, too, you can give away trips to the solo stove house. Like, come on. Come on. Like, do I have to be the greatest of all time at everything? Like, can y'all not think of some things for yourself? By the way, did the cars come with the house? Because that's a Bentley. That's a Mercedes. I think that's a Ferrari. Does the cars come with the house? That's what I'm asking. Just asking. But that's what I would do. Solo stove. I would buy a content house, put some money down on it, and make it do what it do. That's exactly what I would do. Now, will I contact solo? See, thank you. My point made. My point made. Now, should I contact Solo Stove and give them that idea? Should I give them that much easy money? And should I be fronting this whole thing? I potentially should. But if you give away all your ideas, then what is there left for you? So you think I should call them and see what I can make do? Because, I mean, honestly, like, it wouldn't be that hard. Like, honestly, I thought the commercial was cool. Yes, it was corny, but guess what? A lot of people know what Solo Stove is now. And not to mention, too, like, let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. And then if we look at the comments here, Amazing Pride been using it all winter. Okay, see, Snoop is just doing the most. I mean, he's in the Bahamas. I think that was for Corona, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you see, like, to have 429,000 followers, there's a lot of ways y'all can flip this around. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you gotta definitely get something out the deal. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I was disappointed when I found because Story B says I was disappointed when I found out what it was actually about. And Snoop was so serious about it. It's like, y'all, I gotta let you know something. Fam to fam. I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Been a long time. Me smoking. You smoking. We smoking together. Been in rooms with some of y'all. Some of y'all suck at smoking. Some of y'all lungs are stronger than smoking. Some of y'all know how to suck too. Not gonna say who can suck and who can't, but that's neither here. See, I can't even finish the commercial. I can't finish the commercial. Cut it out. Okay. Back into acting mode. Lord hell. Back into acting mode. But real talk, I am giving up smoke. I am. It's been a long time coming. And I'm tired of my clothes being sticky, icky, everything else. Did y'all really think I was giving up smoke? Look at this. Ain't no smoke coming out the stove. Solo stove. Get hot. Get heavy. Give up the smoke. So that's my interpretation of the Snoop Dogg. Y'all, we went from 90 Day Fiance to giving up smoke. Where are we in this damn show that we do? Where are we in this show? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what's happening. Lord help. Lord help. Hashtag I'm giving up smoke. All right, this next story, y'all. This next story. Y'all know that the search for a new host for the Breakfast Club has been a little bit crazy. Just a little bit crazy. Let me make sure that this comes up. Sometimes with TMZ, you gotta refresh the page. Okay, I'll flip to it. Of course, it's loading an ad. Okay, so it says here, Charlamagne the God's year-long search. Oh my God, not even Charlamagne the God. They left out DJ Envy. Oh, hang on. We'll play this video and then we'll get back to it.
One name comes to mind.
Welcome to TMZ Live.
We break the stories the world wants to talk about first. Accurate news and enthralling stories from the heart of Hollywood straight to you.
Joining us right now, Dr. Dre.
I'm still buzzing from it a little bit. You know, I'm kind of hungover, Harvey.
All right, here we go, y'all.
So, we got to ask you, because everyone wants to know, where is Jess? What's going on with our new third host?
Huh?
Where's Jess?
Jess? I don't know what Jess is. Jess has a podcast called the Carefully Reckless Podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. She's doing stand-up, just doing her thing.
Well, I guess the better question is, where's our third host?
That is a great question. I would really like to know the answer to that. I mean, I just came from downstairs. It was just me and Envy doing the show again.
Right.
Everybody saw us rotating guest hosts, last year.
Right.
And we said we were going to start 2024 off with a new host. And that hasn't happened yet.
I know it's a little hard for you to answer these questions, but just, I thought Jess was the host. She made an announcement and we were all excited to have her. Did she renege or or do you not know the status of it?
I don't know. But I'm not happy. We'll find out soon enough, though.
Can we see another guest host popping in maybe next week?
Oh, no, I'm not doing that no more.
No.
Nah, I'm done with the rotating of the guest host. So.
Is there a runner-up just in case Jess doesn't want to do it? People said Claudia. Is that a good one you think? Or?
I don't know anything about any of that. I just know that I'm not happy, but I'll tell you when I am.
Thank you, Charlamagne.
All right, peace.
Ciao.
All right, so there you go. Charlamagne the God's year-long search for a new Breakfast Club co-host has come up empty. He says he's fed up. TMZ Hip Hop linked with Charlamagne the God Tuesday in New York City outside iHeartRadio. We desperately try to get some clarity on who's going to fill the seat vacated by Angela Yee over 2 years ago. Turns out Charlamagne is searching for the same thing, and if he has any answers, he ain't ready to give them up. The party kingpin, DJ Quicksilva, who's 11-man Huntsville, DC, says congratulations to the home team. Just Hilarious announcing that she is on the Breakfast Club AM. The radio show played musical chairs with loads of rotating guests. Host last year, Claudia Jordan, Jason Lee, Lauren LaRosa, and so more. But comedian Just Hilarious emerged as the front runner on Christmas Eve. She even claimed that she won the job. So here is this.
You don't know me. You know what I'm so confused by? We spent all last year rotating guest co-hosts, and I thought we was rotating guest co-hosts before we let God decide who was supposed to be in here. Now it's 2024. What happened? Did we just say F it? There's not going to be another co-host?
Well, at
I
first,
can't take talking to you.
I can't take talking to you either. At first, it's going to be a couple of months, right?
No, it never was going to be a couple months. That was y'all idea. I always said a year.
I thought it was going to be a couple of months.
That's why we don't like you for you to think.
I didn't want. I
told you this already.
I didn't want to do this for a year. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just talk to you for a year.
I knew for a year. I was like a year. I said it's going to take at least a year. Because Angela Lee is what I always say. She's irreplaceable. You know what I mean? So it's like the person that's coming in here is not replacing anyone. If there's somebody coming in here, that's my whole point of having this conversation. What the hell happened?
You know everything. You tell me.
This one I'm confused by.
now you confused?
I don't know what the hell is happening. If anything is happening at all.
Yeah, I can't do this too much longer, just me and you. This is starting to feel
awkward. What the hell's going on, man?
When you start looking in my eye, just make me feel nervous and uncomfortable.
I'm not doing that with you this year.
I'm not. You're
not doing that.
It's been 3 days and we haven't flirted one time, and I'm fine with it.
Yo.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
Yo.
It's been 3 days and I'm fine with it. Just don't look at me.
Get your man.
No, get your man.
Get your man.
Get your man. It's been 3 whole days.
Oh, God. I just want to know what's going on, man, if anything. Because it don't feel like nothing.
It don't feel like nothing? You want it to feel like something?
It ain't no motion. What's happening? That's all.
All right. No.
I just don't know what the hell's going on. I'm not even joking with y'all. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't.
All right. Well, that is your rumor.
Have we said F it? Or are we just gonna say F it?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing the rumors a whole year. It's not gonna happen. I'm tired. I don't want to get in people's lives and get their relationship and talk about. I don't want
to rotate guest co-host no more though.
And then Just Hilarious made the announcement here. So, oh man. Well, weeks later, Jess hasn't been on the show, and Charmaine the guy tells us that he has no idea where she is. Interestingly, he also did not validate her announcement. Charmaine says the revolving door guest host has lost his luster. It sounds like it's a permanent co-host or bust for him. Woo, Lord. Wait, I need some help. Lord help. I probably do. You're probably right. Here's the thing, right? I get Charlamagne's frustration because in the world of radio is like television. It's like going to McDonald's. If the Big Mac's not on the menu, then people are going to freak out. What happened to the Big Mac? Where is it? You know what I mean? And I said this before that I feel like the Breakfast Club, and someone said this in a comment section, that maybe it's just time to hang it up, that you guys did what you need to do for the world of hip hop and you move on. I do think that the Breakfast Club could be a launching pad for new radio stars. And so you do open auditions for 2 men, 2 women, or, you can have a panel format. You have a moderator and then you have 4 radio hosts and y'all just do what y'all do and talk about hot topics. Or maybe it's time for a whole new radio show to come through. The Breakfast Club is over. Stephen A. Smith, he does have a full-time co-host on his show. Neither does Skip Bayless, or Drip Bayless, as they call him on Fridays on Fox Sports 1 with Undisputed. And they're having rotation co-hosts. But with TV, they really do like stability. So I don't know what's going to happen to the Breakfast Club personally. I do hope it's still on the air because they do put out good interviews. It's hard to sometimes find that right missing piece of the puzzle. I mean, we saw that with Big Tigger. Shamia Morin and Miss Pat left, and Terica Jones from America's Next Top Model, the first curvy plus size winner of America's Next Top Model, was co-hosted with Big Tigger. A lot of people liked her energy. So, the search is still ongoing. It sounds like Charmaine is done. And he is done. So, when you have a host that is done, I heart y'all guys step it up, or Charmaine may step out. And honestly, tell you the truth, I feel like Charmaine the God is ready to move on and do his own thing. I feel like he could have a whole. If Charmaine the God really wanted to do Charmaine the God radio at Sirius XM, he could absolutely do it. Satellite radio, no commercials. He can say whatever the hell he wants to. I could definitely see that move happening with him next. Where he has a whole channel like Howard Stern and his own studio and his own staff and everything else. I can definitely see him doing that. DJ Envy, I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't. I mean, he had a whole book about his wife not having an orgasm and things like that. Then, Cesar Pena, and that whole real estate scam. I think that DJ Envy is gonna actually testify against Cesar Pena, if I'm not mistaken. But man, I don't know about this one, y'all. I really don't. Like I said, I hope things work out, but looks like the Breakfast Club may be over. I don't want it to be, but then again, at the same time, like, it is what it is. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but I'm just saying this, okay? I'm just saying this. I personally think that the person that could bring the sauce is Nicki Minaj. Now, y'all know she already does Queen Radio, which is more like a podcast than a radio show. Jess, she was supposed to be the new co-host, but looks like the deal hasn't been made or something. The Kool-Aid ain't sweet with it. Because Story B, I think Nicki Minaj would be good for the Breakfast Club. She knows everybody in the game. Now, this is just me, okay? I know this is not going to happen. But imagine Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B live 5 days a week. Now, I know that's a lot, okay? I know that's a lot. And those two have a bit of a rivalry, but in the same token, rivalry does fuel radio. People love to hear the different points of view, and I think Nicki Minaj is the one to transition into hosting. It will be a good step up for her. And the Cardi B, well, I don't know if she has any music coming out, but she also knows people in the game. So I think Cardi B and Nicki Minaj joining the Breakfast Club will be a huge move for both of them, actually. And so that's my ultimate dream team is DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B. I think that would be a fire show. But then again, what do I know? I'm just giving my take. So, but yes, indeed. So, I think that's all the hot topics I have for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I gotta find now new hot topics for tomorrow morning's show because some of those were going to be tomorrow morning's topics. But hey, it was a 30-minute review, basically a 30-minute review. I'm like, we can roll. We can both roll. Yeah, and they're both entertaining. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I think if they really joined forces on the Breakfast Club, I think it would put the Breakfast Club in a new atmosphere. I really, really do. I think both of them are some of the baddest legends in the game. And not to mention both audiences would just listen in just to see what they're going to say. Not to mention you have Nicki Minaj and Cardi B in the same room at 6:00 in the morning. That I would tune into that. I really would tune into that. And at that point, Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy could both take a back seat and just let them do what they do. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. Like I said, that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong in my opinion, but hey, listen, we shall see though. Let's see here. Yeah, they absolutely. I remember that moment with Nicki Minaj and Stephen Colbert. That was an amazing moment. And let me tell you something. Stephen Colbert likes him some chocolate, okay? I know he's married to a white woman, but he likes him some chocolate, okay? And honestly, too, just imagine this. Imagine, if you will, that let's just say one of your favorite social media stars like myself. Imagine me on the Breakfast Club with Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, DJ Envy, and Charlamagne the God. Do y'all not know how excited I would be? Seriously, seriously. That would be such a legendary interview because for one, I'm not gonna give no damns at all. We all know who we are. We all know what we bring to the table, and we all know what we need to do. This is an assignment. We gotta complete it. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I would have to try to control myself around Nicki Minaj though, because Lord Jesus. I mean, you can say what you want to, but Nicki, she can throw down. In the words of the words of her character in Barbershop, I'm like a black Amex credit card. I never get denied. Oh, the hell you don't. I would love to approve you. Anyway, I need to shut my damn mouth. I say too much on live. I really, really do. Lord help. Lord help. Lord help me. 5 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I'm doing too damn much, y'all. I'm doing too damn much. I'm going to turn on my camera because I've done the whole show for an hour. Oh, my Lord. All right. Go watch some basketball. Thank you for being here, Story. Much love to you as always. I'll probably be up for just a little bit longer. I won't be up for too much longer, but I'm putting the link there. Listen, I think we're all a mess in some capacity. You know what I mean? We're all a mess in some damn capacity. Love you very much, Story. Enjoy the game. We will talk soon, beautiful. Love you very much. Lord help. Lord help. 6 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you guys want to come on up, we talked about quite a lot tonight. We talked about P. Diddy and his lawsuit against Diago. That's been dismissed. We talked about Jason Kelsey retiring from the NFL after 13 seasons. We talked about a pastor who, well, the pastor laid hands on this woman and made her pregnant. The mistress came to the church house to confront the pastor and the bishop. And then Snoop Dogg and the Smokeless app flops. Allegedly, the company swapped CEOs and they don't know how to make their money back. And I just kind of gave them a way to make their money back. Talked about that, and then talked about Charmaine the God kind of being tired, or really being tired actually, of rotating co-hosts for the Breakfast Club. So those are our topics. A lot going on, and yeah. So. Good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. All right, let me get the Daily Motivator up for y'all. And then we'll go ahead on out. Ooh, Lord, what a show tonight. Good topics and everything. All right, y'all. Motivation is the art of getting people to do what you want them to do because they want to do it. With that being said, it's time for the Daily Motivator for Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Do what you envision. Dream and then do. Envision and work towards your vision. You have an idea of what would add value to your life. Begin with that idea, then build upon it. On its own, an idea is nice to contemplate, but without action, it is not much else. Go ahead, contemplate, and if the idea has merit, move forward with bringing it to life. Allow inspiration to flow from your vision into the rest of you, and let into the world that into the world. Let that inspiration empower real focus and effective action. invest time and effort in what you envision, use the experience and wisdom you gain to refine your vision to make it resonate well with reality, and finally to fully implement that vision in the real world. Look lovingly and respectfully at life and envision the new goodness that can be to utilize your skills, your time, and your available resources to make it happen. Ralph Morrison. I absolutely love this. I was talking to a coworker today about, the let me see here. Indeed. They seriously had some really good talent came through there, so it has to be something on their part. Nikki is okay. No, you know what? I have to agree with you. I think at some point in time with the Breakfast Club, they have to look at themselves too. Like, is there anything that y'all could be doing extra? And DJ MV, like the Rumor Report is just a rumor report. It's just like what Wendy Williams does with Hot Topics. It's just like what The View does with Hot Topics. Like, it's a part of the job. You don't want to dig into other people's lives and stuff, but yet you're on the radio interviewing people about their lives. Like, come on now. Like, that makes no sense. Um, so I agree with you, Revelation. Hey, Nikki News, beautiful. Good to see you as always. So yeah, I was talking with a coworker today about this, and it's one thing to have an idea, it's another thing to put the energy behind the idea. So that's one. Having an idea plus energy equals where you're going. Number two, just because you envision it doesn't mean it's the right time to do it. A lot of times we feel like if we don't do it now, then it won't happen. Well, sometimes we will get told no just to protect us. You know what I mean? Um, I'm dreaming. I know they can't stand each other, but if they both recognize the bag that they could have and the bags that they could get together, listen. And not to mention too, here's the thing: Nicki and Cardi don't even have to be in the same room. That's the cool thing about radio. So you know how there's all these how like there's Zoom and StreamYard. Nicki could be in Los Angeles. Cardi could be in New York. They don't even gotta be in the same room together. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. That yeah, you're right. They can't stand it. I'm just saying it was my dream. It was my dream. But listen, we don't know who they're gonna get though. We don't know who they're gonna get. Like I said, the second thing is sometimes what you envision may not be the thing that you need to do right then because maybe it might take a little more time. And finally, allow the inspiration to flow from your vision into the rest of you and into the world. Just recognize the world may not be ready for what you envision. You gotta recognize that. Not everybody's gonna be with you. There are gonna be people against you. But as long as you are for you, then anything, I do mean anything, is possible. So that's my take on do what you envision. You know what I mean? So but yes indeed. Oh my lord. Did y'all enjoy tonight's show? Hopefully it was good for y'all. Did some top the hot topics and did a recap. Is it okay? So is this kind of the format that you guys would want for like the Bravo review? Just review either Married to Medicine or Potomac, and then just do hot topics right after. Because I actually kind of like this because when it comes to like reviewing shows and stuff, it does take an energy to review a show, especially if you may not like the show or you're just doing it just to do it. Now, I happen to like both shows in their own right, but sometimes it does get exhausting. Real talk. But yeah. So if you guys like that, I can definitely do that. I think that would definitely probably work out better for me in terms of just being able to have a little more variety because like I said, there's so much to talk about in the world and from the internet that listen, we could have a show 5 days a week. I mean, we kind of do already because what I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. Then I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. And then Saturdays I've been doing at 9, 8 Central. Last Saturday I did at 11 o'clock. Y'all still came through. Thank y'all so much for that. Love you all for that. So yeah, after this Saturday, I'll be able to rest on Saturday, and I'll just be doing the Raid to Love thing until Love Marriage Huntsville season 7. comes back and they're already filming season 7. Like, damn, we're almost done with the reunion. Y'all already filming season 7. Good damn. Just rest. Jesus Christ. But anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here. This has been a great tour. We've been on the highways and byways. The possibilities of what could be for 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 28 seconds. With that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you always want a blessing. Just you may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why? It's one thing to call yourself. It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I spend time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully by spending time together, we'll rise up to be great together. And I always remember we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just reflecting of, man, life is lifing, but there's also goodness that could come out of that lifing too. Make sure the replay is not just worth for you to watch it, not just worth for you to listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. In order to receive love, you gotta give it. Or receive love, you gotta give it. Or receive love, you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever successes you have achieved on this particular day, I am extremely proud of you. But if no one else is proud of you, be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all. Oh, Lord, the first month is almost over. Can we please have next month be a little bit calmer? Because this first month was like Coke and Coca-Cola. Just a little too damn much to drink. Okay? Okay. Enjoy the fireworks for the day that was, for the day that is to come, and for the blessings our own way for you, me, and all of us as a people. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. Enjoy the fireworks. Good night, everybody. Much love.